Hi guys, I know it's been a long time, but welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do. It means the world to me. As you can already see from the title, I celebrated my 26th birthday last month in June. And as I did last year, I thought I would make another birthday video. Last year, I discussed things that matter to me, but this year I thought I would do something different. It's kind of become like a tradition which I want to continue every year, and so I want to start today's video with a letter. Now you might be wondering what this letter is, and I'm going to tell you about it. Before that, if you haven't seen last year's Thoughts on 25 video, check it out after this video. Now this is a letter that I wrote to my future self in 2013 when I was 21 years old, and I had addressed it stating that I need to open this in 5 years time in 2018 when I turned 26. Now this letter, I've already opened it. I opened it on my birthday, but I thought I would share with you what I wrote in this letter because this video kind of flows from that. So the letter, written in some kind of notebook sheet, says, it was written on 8 September 2013, which says, Dear future Rhoda, hey, I hope your life is as amazing as I foresee it now. Sorry, I'm lying. I can't see anything in my future. I'm at a point where I do not know what is going to happen ever with a career, with studies, with love, with relationships. All I know is that it should be better than where I am now. I hope you have found something that makes you want to go to work every day and never come back. I hope you have friends who love you for who you are and don't take you for granted. I hope you are so much more closer to God than I am now. I hope that you are happy. I hope that you make other people happy, and wherever you go, you touch people's lives. The world is a messed up place right now. I hope things have changed. I hope that people have become more nice, more loving, more moral, and more ethical. I hope that you have learned to safeguard yourself from hurt. I'm sure you're the same in many ways. You still enjoy the rain, eating McDonald's. Don't forget to take a 5-minute dance break anytime you're feeling low. Cry when you need to. Laugh kulke. Watch stupid movies just cause they make you smile. Cry watching chick flicks. Drive the car at night just to race other cars. Scream out loud when you have no one to talk to, and eat chocolate when you're low. I have faith that you're going to be doing things that are going to change the world in one way or the other. I have faith that you will be an amazing person, loved by all and loving all. You will be confident, you will be self-satisfied, and you will be yourself. Love you always, Rhoda. So this is what I wrote 5 years back to myself, and the one thing that stood out from this letter was the fact that even at that time, even when I was in college, even when I didn't have any idea of what I was going to do in life, I always knew that I wanted to change the world in some way. I just knew it, and I didn't know how it was going to happen. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know whether what I was going to do was even going to be effective, but I just knew I wanted to do that because I saw the mess the world was in. And I know I hoped for the world becoming better, people becoming nicer and more moral, but honestly, unfortunately, the world has become worse. And so I took that desire that I had 5 years ago, and knowing that I still have that desire, I thought this time I would put down some of the desires that I have for my life, for my contribution to this world, for things that I want to do, things that I want to achieve, and put it down in this video just to make me more accountable and also to give you an idea of what I'm thinking. And if this inspires you to put down your desires as well, that would be a good place to start. My first desire for this year and for probably the rest of my life is that I want to strive for excellence in whatever I do. Now this is not limited to only my career. It encompasses every area of my life. Anything that I do, I really want to give my 100% because we only have one life, and I really want to live that life really well, and I don't want to come to the end of my life and think that I could have done better. I don't want to reach that stage when I wish I could have done something and I regret wasting a lot of my time. I regret focusing on the wrong things. And so I just want to take this time to refocus myself and just say that whatever I'm going to do is going to be good. I want to be constantly learning. I want to constantly read. I want to better myself. And I know that it comes with a lot of sacrifices when you have to choose between something that might help you in 10 years time and something that is pleasurable right now. But I don't think anybody ends their life thinking about the days they watch TV or the days they watch Netflix or the days that they just didn't do anything. I think every single one of us ends life thinking about the days when we worked and got something done and the outcome was so beautiful, because the satisfaction that comes with watching a good TV show on Netflix is never ever gonna match up with the satisfaction you get for a job well done. This is my number one goal or desire or whatever you can call it, because whatever I have to do this year, I want to do it well. My second desire is to see the best in people. Now, I believe all of us start as children to see the best in people. We see only the good. We're actually blinded to the negative. But as we grow up, as we grow older, people start disappointing us. People we trust start disappointing us. And we kind of build a wall around us and decide for ourselves that to protect ourselves, we need to first believe that each and every person we meet is inherently bad, and then unless and until over time they prove themselves to be good, until then we still believe they're bad. And that stops us from building good relationships with people, because we have that block in our mind, and so we don't see their talents, we don't see their uniqueness, we don't see what is different about them that they can contribute to this world. We just see the bad. People come in so many different shapes and sizes, not only physically, but because of their background, because of their culture, because of the place they've lived in. And they bring so much variety to the table. And that opens up our lives, opens up our mind to have conversations with those people, to have a good relationship with those people. And I think that's really important. And I see this daily in the way my dad interacts with the world. He is a person who always sees the good in people, always sees the potential, and because of that he has been able to tap into their potential, he has been able to support their potential, and he has transformed the lives of so many people. There is so many stories that I hear about on a daily basis because of what my dad is with others, and I really want to learn to do that. I really want to see the good, I really want to see the potential. My third desire is to deliver value. Now, I have been blessed with many opportunities to interact with a lot of different people, either formally or informally, either face to face or over social media. And my greatest desire in those conversations, in those interactions, is that I deliver some kind of value to their life, that I enhance their life in some way, I add to their life in some way, that I add perspective, I add ideas, I add some kind of learning from my life that I can share to their lives. And that is really important to me, because I have learned so much because of people sharing their lives with me, either through the books that they have written or the conversations that they have had, the deep conversations that they have had. And I find that it's very valuable to share your thoughts, share your ideas, share your knowledge with others, and that's what I really want to do, because that is what changes lives. I know a lot of us lean towards light conversations, light topics, something light and fluffy and fun, but what I found is the deep, serious conversations are what changes lives, transforms lives, makes you think about the things that really matter. And who is to say that it's not fun? It's really fun. When people live up to their potential, if people focus on growth and development and living up to their potential, that is the best place people could be. And that is what I find fun. I find it fun to be able to live up to my fullest potential, and I have not even explored all of my potential yet. And that is why I believe that whatever I do this year, I really want to add value to people's lives. I want to deliver value through whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm writing, whatever I'm speaking about, and that I believe will make this world a better place, not because of me, but because if every single person does the same thing, if every single person intentionally adds value to other people's lives, I think the world will be such a better place. And my last and final desire for this year is to be a rebel with a cause. Now, there are so many people shouting out of rooftops nowadays, but for the wrong reasons. There are people taking stands for criminals, for corrupt leaders, for every single immoral thing that you can think of in the name of freedom, while people who have character, people who have integrity, people who have convictions are actually watching from the sidelines as all of this happens. And that really makes me sad, and that makes me so motivated to actually take up causes that I believe in, because I think it's partially fear that stops people from doing something, but it is also partially selfishness and laziness that makes people just sit in their homes and do nothing while the world literally goes to hell. We are people who do not want to be inconvenienced. We do not want to even get out of our car if something is happening. That's how selfish we have become, because we just want to sit in our cars and go to work and go home and enjoy our lives while everything around us kind of self-destructs. As you can tell, I have a lot to say on this topic. I'm really passionate about it, and I'm going to be writing a blog post on it this week, the coming week. So if you have not checked out my blog, you can find the link down below. You can subscribe to my blog, because there's going to be a lot more talk on this in the blog, so I'm not going to talk all of it here. But what I'm trying to say is that I really believe that people who have the heart, who have compassion, who have integrity, who have values that have been instilled in us, we need to stand up and say something and do something right now. So I want to speak up more, I want to do more, I want to start conversations, I want to discuss about it. At the end of the day, we are not separate from the world. We are citizens of the world, so we cannot separate our personal life and imagine that as long as we are fine, things are okay. We need to realize that there are so many things, so many bad things happening in this world, and there are so many people like rallying for the people doing the bad things, and that is even worse. Like, there are people doing the bad things and there are people supporting them, and that is just horrible to see. And I feel it's time that the people who actually have convictions need to stand up and do things. We cannot afford to be lazy anymore, and so that's one of the things I want to do, is become a rebel with a cause. So there's a lot to be done, there's a lot that needs to be done, but one single person can't do it. And I'm so thankful for all those people who are working tirelessly all around the world to make this world a better place. I'm so thankful for their lives. Every person matters, every work they do matters, every day matters. And I'm going to spend the rest of this year focusing on all these 4 points, all these 4 desires that I have, to ensure that whatever I do aligns with what I desire, so that it gets accomplished. My hope for this year is that I become a better person, I become a more focused person, a more passionate person, a more driven person, a more compassionate person. And I hope that whatever I wrote in that letter 5 years ago about this world becoming better will soon come true. I'm ending this video with another letter that I wrote to my future self, to be opened in 4 years time. That's when I'm 30. So this is the letter. I'm going to seal it in a cover today. And if you want to know whether all my hopes and desires for the world, for my life and for my family's lives comes true in the next 4 years, then you can subscribe to my channel down below, and you can watch my videos to follow me and see what I'm getting up to. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm almost at 100 subscribers, so I thank you for joining me in this journey. And again, thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video.